Good morning, everybody. Orange A here with another War of the Visions video, and today we are going to talk about the 3 new EX jobs coming to global this week in War of the Visions. We've got Ildyra, we've got Niv'Lu, and we've got Mia. Critically, 3 units whose names I will not mispronounce in this video because they're kind of easy to say. Thank you. I needed a break. My pronunciation skills are not up to snuff with what the developers think I can say. So this week I get them. Anyway, with Ildyra and Niv'Lu, I know there's some big fan bases out there. Ildyra's very accessible unit. You can get her through the coin shop. That's really cool. Niv'Lu, time mage sub, archer, lots of quicken shenanigans you can do with her. She's really popular. And then Mia exists in the game and is getting an EX upgrade. Wow, that's great. And I did mess up her graphic. She's an R rarity unit, not SR. She's only cost 30, so excuse me that little mistake. Anyway, let's talk about Ildyra first. I think she's the girl here with the biggest fan base and will get the most play. So her HP goes from 2130 to 3011. That's a nice little upgrade. We expect that. Her magic, which is her main stat for both healing and damage, goes from 339 to 512. Her healing gets a significant upgrade with her EX job. More on that when we look at her skills. That boost in her magic will help a ton. Her dex and luck get a little bit of love, and she gains 2 more agility. With Ildyra, you are going for some speed manipulation with her, especially with her limit break being a CT buff, so more agility might give her more options to do that. Okay, I think her stat upgrade is fine, but to tell the whole story, we obviously got to look at her kit. So here we go. Cost 80 Ildyra, arithmetician job, getting an EX upgrade. Here it is. Now, with her support upgrade, all 3 of these girls, by the way, get a support ability upgraded. Ildyra's, it's her height 3 to height 2. So, it's gaining AoE resistance 15. If you're somebody who didn't always like to run this, maybe this will entice you into running it a little more. Maybe this plus her increase in HP will help her survive a little bit of damage. However, if Cloud barrages, she's gonna die. Like, Cloud is gonna kill her basically no matter what, so oof. But 15 AoE resist on there is nice. Maybe that will entice you to use that instead of something like just magic up and blessing of the flame. Okay, so that's not an A+ for me, but it is what it is. Let's keep going. Her main job. Okay, when you're reading these pages, oh my gosh, her calculator's a little bit confusing to read. Her upgraded skill, her first upgraded skill, is height 3 Cura. This is a 120% modifier skill that if you run the height 3 to height 2, will get a 60% buff if your, allies are standing on a height 2 different than you instead of height 3. Okay, now it gets upgraded to Curaga, which changes it from a 120 modifier to a 210 base modifier. You can still catch the plus 60% if you're height 3 or height 2, depending on what you run, but this is a big upgrade. 120 modifier to a 210 modifier, this will really help her healing. This, in coordination with her increase in magic from her main job, will make her heals hit really big, and it's still a huge AoE, right? Arithmetician is a dang good job. I like that EX upgrade a lot. Okay, so that's her second skill. She's also gaining a job level 25 skill. Let me fit it on the screen here. A height 3 resist that can be upgraded to height 2 resist that's listed 3 times on here for some reason. Here's what it is. It's an AoE buff, right? Just hits in a small AoE. Would have loved it if this was a big AoE like they're kind of the rest of arithmetician skills, but okay. It is a 3 attack type resistance: strike, pierce, and missile. 15% resist for 3 turns. This is really nice. And maybe if you're running on somebody like a whisper comp because you're crazy and you want to be like, oh my god, how do I get more pierce, missile, and strike resist? Oh, here you go. It's a cool buff. Is it super usable? Is it going to be like game defining? Probably not, but I do like it. It's something that gives her, this is something she has that other people don't have, and I like to see that with the job level 25 skills. Okay, that's Ildyra. Let's switch it up now and talk about our girl Niv'Lu. Niv'Lu, a ranged unit that has time mage sub and is a really interesting character in this game for that. Her HP goes from 1817 to 2618. So a decent jump there. Still, you're going to want Niv'Lu to be at range, dropping her time mage spells and following that up with ranged attacks. If she's taking damage, that's an oof. Okay, attack is her main stat for damage, so 284 to 422 is a nice big jump. I always like to see that. Her agility stays the same. Her dex gets to a respectable 321. Her luck only goes up a little bit from 210 to 235. She is move 3, jump 2, and cost 80. Okay, so that's her skills. Basically, she's just getting some more HP and attack, so nothing super special going on there. But let's look at what else gets upgraded on her. Okay. Main job sniper, her support ability that gets upgraded. Basically, you ran this anyway, missile attack and luck up. This is really nice in a lot of situations. Now it gets 40 defense penetration. Okay, good. If you want a unit to do damage in this game right now, especially in the current meta where you have Engelbert running around, you have Joom running around, these thick defense tanks, you need some defense pin on your DPS units. Here she gets 40 just for equipping Sniper's Hard Shot is what it's called on the JP side. We'll see what it's called on the global side, but I like this. Missile attack, luck, defense pin, that's pretty cool. Okay, what else gets upgraded on her? In her main job, Barrier Break Arrow. This is a skill that is very important to this character. Barriers are all over this game, right? Like, most of the tanks have some kind of physical barrier. Hell, Cecil's out there giving people barriers if you're crazy enough to play him. You're a good person if you are. I like you. The damage modifier on this goes up to 200%. Like, it's already range 4, range height 5, so if you run especially some of her range up passives, she can hit all over the map with this. A really good skill for busting down the physical shield on like an Engelbert. With the 200% modifier, it will just hit harder now. That's a nice upgrade. And then her job level 25 skill, this one is interesting. It is a missile attack buff 80, which is significant. 80 missile attack up is a big, steroid, but it's only for one turn. And the thing with Niv'Lu, the reason I don't love this is because I think when you're playing Niv'Lu, in most scenarios, you're running her on a time mage sub for some quicken. You want to get some quicken shenanigans going on, which a lot of times what that means is by the time she's done buffing, it's time to fight. So I don't know when she would get to use this if you're playing AI mode. But there is the scenario here where maybe if you're in manual and your quicken play kind of falls flat, you can back that up by doing like a big steroid and then a big damaging spell or big damaging skill, something like that. So there you go. That's your Niv'Lu. That's your Niv'Lu walkthrough. Let's talk about our last unit because we don't want to forget Mia. Now, okay, Mia. Let's see what we got here. First of all, your HP more than doubles. That's pretty cool. It goes from 1308, which is basically 0, to 2822, which is actually more than Niv'Lu. So, okay, respectable amount of HP on a rare unit. That's nice. On an R rarity unit, I'm trying to say. Her attack, again, like, it actually, like, wait a second. Is 127 tripled? Her attack goes up by more than 3 times. So a massive hookup right there. Her spirit is still 8, okay. She does gain 5 agility, 53 to 58, but still very slow. 58 is on the slow side. Anything below 60, you're kind of creeping along a bit. Her dex goes up to 229, luck to 162. She's move 3, jump 3, and only cost 30. So when I see that cost 30, I'm thinking, is there some way I can work her into some like cost limited comps? What else did they give her to entice me into maybe playing this girl in some situations like class match or something? Well, let's find out. First of all, her acquired AP up support ability gains defense and spirit 20. Okay, so like if you go back to this, her HP goes up a ton. And then she gains 20 defense and 20 spirit so they're trying to make it so she doesn't just get killed. Just like instantly gets annihilated. I can respect that. Okay. She needs more though. She needs more in my opinion if she's going to be like super usable. Let's see what else she gets. Okay. She has Sucker Punch right here, which is the attack where when you're behind the unit, you auto crit them. It gets upgraded to also decreasing their critical evasion by 50 for 3 turns. this isn't huge. Like, crit evasion's not a huge deal in this game. It's nice, but I don't know if it's something I'm gonna like use Mia for just to have a debuff on. And then her job level 25 skill, Trick Dagger, this is good. So it's a 30 single target resistance debuff, 165% damage modifier from range, which is really important, and a 25 agility debuff. So if you're trying to do like a wind slashing team and you're chaining, Mia might be a really good unit to use when you're trying to like ramp up your score or ramp up your chain. Lowering the agility of a boss really helps you get more hits in, and single target resist down is phenomenal for chaining. So maybe this is where she works her way in? Some kind of like PvE comp? I don't know. If like, basically, here's why you use Mia in like class match. She can charm people. So if she's still just going to be a charm bot, maybe with more defense and more HP, she can be a charm bot that doesn't die if another unit breathes on her. Maybe that's where this upgrade is going for, and if so, good for her. So if you're a Mia player, hey, you got your 120 girl. If you want to spin those blossoms on her, go for it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know who you're excited about. I'm probably most excited for Niv'Lu. Yeah, I think there's some really cool Quicken, Charlotte, Cloud plays out there that just seem really appealing. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.